Today, we invite you into a story of love and hope, a story of loss and resilience, and the extraordinary lengths that a father will go for his child. Meet Nicholas, a devoted American entrepreneur and first-time father at 52. So having a child at 52, that must have been quite the shift in your life. Can you describe how that felt, how that changed your life going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I have some pictures I'll show you, but I was just instantly happy about it. I was with my friend Neil Duffy in Paris, and he just took a picture of us drinking wine. He was all smiley and happy.
Well, it was quite a surprise because we were waiting for something to happen with Nick, and he wasn't in a committed relationship that we knew of.
Right.
So when he learned at 52 that he was going to become a father, he was very excited, and we were wondering about how this was going to play out since they didn't know each other very well from the start.
Yeah.
My brother is the first one that heard about Leon. My brother, before Leon was born,
Right.
My brother contacted me and said, Nick has news. And so we were so excited. We were so excited for Nick. And the amazing thing about Nick is he went straight to Russia to be with Anya in St. Petersburg during her pregnancy. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nicholas, tell me, how did you meet Anna? What was that story like?
Well, I was traveling in St. Petersburg, Russia in 2019. I was in Europe. I'd gone to see the Mariinsky Theater, and I'm a fan of Valery Gergiev. And I just met this extraordinarily tall, attractive woman. I met her and I liked her. She was a professional athlete, a basketball player. I feel like with athletes, what happens on the court is honest. I like that about her. So just a charismatic person.
Becoming a father to Leon brought Nicholas immense joy and purpose. Each moment was a cherished gift. What keeps you going on the hard days, on the gloomy days?
I mean, I just think of seeing Leon again. I've never thought about not seeing Leon again. I'll do what I can to get him home to his father.
He made the right decision. It was
did.
right for Leon to be with his mother.
100%.
So he made the right decision. He
Yeah.
did it in the best interest
Right.
of Leon, by the way, because she was a great mom.
Right.
She was a great mom.
But life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. One day, Leon's mother Anna unexpectedly returned to Russia with their son, leaving Nicholas thousands of miles away with questions lingering in the silence. And shortly after, tragedy struck. Anna's sudden passing left Leon in the care of relatives in Russia. Nicholas, guided by love that only a father can know, sought to reconnect with his son. He reached out, eager to bring Leon home and offer him the stability and love that he deserves.
I think the Hague decision was wrong. They ignored the fact that the assignment of Leon was illegal. They're supposed to look for me. It was clear that I was looking for Leon and trying to find him, and the mother and Andre lied. It's clear that they never looked for me because Anna died by court records on December 5th, and he was assigned to temporary custodian Andre Malveni December 6th. So how could that happen? They lied.
Right.
And the child authority knows about this, the court knows about this, and so I think the first decision was unjust, but we have two other, that's being appealed, and two other trials are pending. But I don't know if it's worse than elsewhere. The child authority has acted despicably, but not even the child authority,
Yeah.
two people within it.
Two people within it.
And Anya was trying to make a connection, and keep a connection with our family. On our special occasions, she would draw a sign, like "Happy Birthday, Grandma," and have Leon hold the sign on the video so that there would be that connection. She really wanted him to have that connection with Nick's family.
Shortly thereafter, I called the Russian embassy, the child authority, forgive me, just trying to explain what had happened. I never mentioned the name Leon Levenstein. I never mentioned my own name. The lawyers just gave me the information, and I called with the translator. And they said, well, we're closed, we've remodeled, we're not going to be open until after Russian Christmas, well into January. Then I get a threatening letter from Andre that night. What are you doing calling people around, telling government officials about me? I never mentioned his name. I never mentioned Leon's name, or my name for that matter. So clearly they were in cahoots with him and reporting everything that happened. And clearly he'd been lying to me the whole time.
Yep. Yet the path was anything but simple. The Child Guardianship Authority assigned Leon's custody temporarily and then permanently. Through this journey, Nicholas has encountered questions about systems, culture, and the very nature of family. Despite the distance and challenges, Nicholas continues to press forward. He remains steadfast in his belief that love can overcome even the tallest barrier. This is not just a simple story of obstacles. It is a story of a father's unwavering hope. It is a journey through legal systems, language barriers, and cultural divides, a quest for understanding and connection, guided by the bond between parent and child. The question that fuels him every day: will I ever hold Leon again?
If someone looked at you and said, like, why not give up and just start over, what would you share? What would you say to them?
Well, I mean, I think any father would not do that. Although, I mean, the Child Authority and Andre have great barriers that would have crushed most people. I did have to have money. I did have to be, willing to do this. I did have to go against a lot of advice to travel to Russia and try to sort this out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think of my own father. I fortunately had a very good example. He died at home on his 88th birthday. We had a bunch of near misses. One was the Vietnam War. And we didn't get a lot of stories, but he was in reconnaissance, and there was a wounded lieutenant, and he was a sergeant, but he and the other soldiers carried him back for 7 days behind enemy lines. So if he'd done that, and he loved me, he would have done anything for me. And so, I mean, he'll help a stranger. I'm sure he would have done that for me. If he'll raise to that level of nobility, for the one thing I owe him is to get my son back.
Yeah, it's like that idea of no man left behind at that.
Yeah.
Really like
well, Leon's definitely not going to get left behind if I can help it.
I always support him from beginning, and then for Thanksgiving last year, before Anna died, I actually pushed him to go to Bangkok, but there was no time. In the flight and everything, because during the holiday season, Christmas, and then suddenly we heard Anna die, so I kind of pushed him to go to Russia.
So Nick, imagine that you could sit across the table from Anna's family right now. What would you say to them?
I hope they get this. There's no way you can see Leon and not see a beautiful, hopeful child with a horrible, scarring year on, in his mind, but also a beautiful and amazing future ahead of him. Let him live with his father. I love him. I don't know why you've done this. I can't imagine it, but whatever emptiness you're filling in your life, do it another way. Bring Leon home to his father. You can end this. You've got a corrupt Child Authority. It doesn't mean you have to go along with their lies and intimidation. You're just harming a 4-year-old who has his whole life in front of him.
I think they don't have to worry if they give Leon to us, because we're gonna taking care of him. Like, we have wonderful school in here. For example, Max going to Umalas Kids Club. It's a wonderful school. English. They also have Russian school, which it's not problem, I think, because he's gonna learn somehow English and Russian. And then the food is good here. And then the beach. I know kids love beaches. Yeah. And then we have many toys. He has brother here who he can play with. And then father who care for him and love him and waiting him every day.
I think that they won't be denied access to Leon, even though parental rights are paramount and they're the uncle and the grandma. He's not going to deny Leon the right to be with his uncle and his maternal uncle and his maternal grandma. Yeah. So they don't have to worry. And they don't have to worry. They know Nick how loving he is with Leon, so they don't have to worry about that, but also they don't have to worry that they will be shut out from the family unit. They'll still be a part of it. And I think maybe that's their, I'm sure they love Leon dearly. So I think that's their greatest concern probably, is that they won't be able to see Leon. But if they really care about Leon, they've got to let Leon return to his dad,
Yeah.
Nick is, as an adult man, he has work, he can support a family. His focus was on being a provider and being a loving father. He's worked, he's a musician, he's an intellectual, he's physically healthy and active and full of love.
So he's a natural friend and a supportive and loving father right now.
Yeah.
Very, very supportive and loving.
Every day I think, what can I do to bring Leon home? Inaction drives me crazy. I wake up very upset about this. I mean, the biggest challenge in my life is not letting it destroy everything else. I have a beautiful partner and a beautiful child, and I live in a beautiful place, and I have interesting work.
Honestly, even this court, even though I know everything about pretty much the court system, I don't know the particulars of it.
Yeah.
And that's only because I know he'll keep fighting.
Yeah.
And he'll keep trying to be with his son. I mean, for Leon, they were so close, they were so bonded, the same way you see with Max. They were so incredibly bonded.
I'm never going to stop fighting to see him and help him and get him out of this horrible situation. If I'm working, it's for Max, my other kid, and Leon, and for both of them.
When you think about Nick as a father to Max, or just a father in general, what do you see in him that you think makes him a good father?
I think he's care. Like, we do chores every day. Like, in the morning, he's taking care of Max, like, changing diapers, bedding, and then go breakfast. And then in the evening, it's my turn to put him to bed to sleep, and then reading him. We do chores. We work as a teamwork together. So we have our own time. We go to dinner, we watch TV together, kind of stuff. We go to the beach.
Yeah.
In the morning, if we want surf, I go with him. I accompany him surfing, and then Max can play in the beach too. Stuff like that. Family.
Do you ever think about what life would look like for you if Leon was back in the picture? Like, if Leon was here living with Nick?
I think it's gonna be wonderful. Two brothers. It's gonna be like two boys running around in the house, and then running around on the beach, like catching each other.
If you could sit across from Leon right now, and you could, you would want him to know one thing, what would that be? Like, what would you say to him, and what would you want him to know with absolute certainty?
The first thing is, you have a father who loved you. You were never abandoned. Never let that go through your head. I can't fight an army. There are armed soldiers who will prevent me from trying to forcibly leave Russia with you right now. And there are bad people in life, predators like Andrei Malvani, his mother, Ludmila Ludinoskova, these other two scum from the Child Authority. I have their names written down. I'll share them with everybody. But the other thing is, I would say the one thing I appreciate is surround yourself with good people for your whole life. Because I think the way I did, because I went to Sunday school and synagogue, and because I was surrounded by good people who knew right from wrong, and somehow reach out to them. It's terrible to be taken in by people like Andrei and his evil mother, Ludmila, and the whole world's not like them. You don't have to lie. You don't have to drink and smoke. You don't have to be slovenly. You can be good, do your job, be nice to others, respect others, help others who are in need. Like, there's a beautiful world out there that will open up to you if you're a good person and you surround yourself with good people, and then that's what I'd hope for you.
I would want Leon to know that he's loved by his father. He was loved by his mother. He can grow and feel secure in his life. I would want him to know that his father loves him dearly, and that his father has support in that from his family and his friends, a conviction on all of our parts that he would be best off with his natural father.
I just want him to know that he has a wonderful father. He always welcome here. I'm always welcome to because I love kids. I wonder them. They're adorable. So he always welcome.
If you had to pick a memory, what would your favorite memory with Leon or his mother be?
One of them I was going to share here with just jumping on the bed, but just anytime I saw Leon, he was like, Papa, he was so happy to see me. Or when I wasn't at home, I was at work, he'd say, Papa, come home. Papa, come here. Papa, Mama, Leon. You know, he'd always say that.
It was kind of heartbreaking that they couldn't be together all the time.
Зачем ты хочешь к папе?
Ну зачем завтра?
Ну, завтра ты хочешь зачем к папе?
Ну, мне нравится так.
Что тебе нравится? Зачем ты плакал почему? Ты хочешь к папе или что?
Да нет.
А что ты хочешь?
Я покажу тебе, который...
Ты мне объясни, почему ты плакал? Ты хочешь к папе?
Ну нет.
А что ты хочешь? А что ты хочешь?
Ну, остаться здесь
С кем?
дядя.
С дядей? А завтра ты к папе хочешь ехать зачем?
Завтра не поеду.
Не поедешь к папе завтра? А когда поедешь к папе?
Когда вырасту.
Когда вырастешь?
Yeah.